afraid to turn out the lights. Is there something you're scared of? What's there out in the dark? Make sure to keep all your windows locked. Do you surrender? You try to stay awake. These walls you can't escape. Here's one for the lonely hearts, for the ones that fear the dark. You better run out of here. Bet you can't look the other way. Here's one for the broken road. That's the only one you know. You better run out, truth or dare. Get me out, take me anywhere but here.
Where I will
shit posts.
Hey, oh, that's weird. For some reason, it's not letting me pop out chat.
Rude. Welcome in. I've only just catastrophically catastrophe averted. I managed to stop them from chanting drugs as we went live.
Drugs.
Immediately demonetized. Thank you all. My
Bold to imply
livelihood is
that you
at
have-
stake.
Bold to assume you have any control over this sort, including me.
Yeah, no, that's true.
Yeah,
That's true.
I miss the Guild of Icons days where I could demonetize it by pointing a gun at the screen.
Yeah, you loved doing it. Great times. Great times. All right. Last time, you all woke up in a US government facility underground, and through a pretty hectic escape, discovered that many of you, all of you, except one, have some form of strange magic powers. One of you has always been magical, which is why it's not really much of a discovery. Poe has always been magical.
Yeah.
Obvious.
Obviously.
Yeah, totally, always been magical. It's been fine. You encountered US General W.T. Hooker, who tried to stop you from escaping using everything from a rocket launcher to a full-on artillery strike as you were leaving. But you survived against all odds, mostly. Poe did die a little bit, but got better. And now you find yourselves in the woods, in the Appalachian Mountains, alone, possibly unhunted. What do you do?
This all sounds very positive.
Yeah. Everything's coming up autumn.
Yeah. I just wanted to say it's really great to meet all of you, and I'm really happy to be out of there, you know?
Seemed like a real downer of a place.
It was wonderful to make your acquaintance.
That too.
Yeah, it was boring. I mean, all I really had to do there was learn how to juggle. And she does actually demonstrate this by juggling a couple of rocks or something.
Okay. Magically or not? Are you throwing them through portals or?
Probably after the first cascade, she does actually start bringing in portals into it. In fact, she does actually basically cheat, because after the first few portals, they're basically juggling themselves. I think I've created technically. I mean, the scientists said it can't possibly be perpetual motion, but it does go on for ages.
The scientists don't have all the answers. However, we should find some answers of our own. I suggest we should seek out shelter somewhere we can lose ourselves. Or we are truly are the lost and the
We
damned.
had some people who needed.
Shut up, nerd.
We've got some wounds we need to treat, if I recall correctly.
Yes.
I've got a horrible headache from dying. I would like to have a rest.
It'd be nice.
Yeah, I need to sleep off this. And she just gestured to a large, gaping wound on her head.
Okay.
Yeah. It's bleeding a lot and you feel a little dizzy.
Yeah, does anyone have a bandage or something? If I understand mechanically, by the way, Nick, if we don't treat it, it becomes maimed, which is mechanically something worse. Is that right?
That's correct.
Poe will root through his pack and hand over a box of military issue tissues to hold against the wound.
Cool.
Okay. What die size is your tissue box?
It is a Delta 4, so let
A
me roll
Delta
for that.
4. Please roll.
Okay, here we go. That's a 3. So
That's a
they
3.
don't degrade.
They
I
don't
believe.
degrade.
1 and a 2, isn't it?
It's only 1 and 2 that degrades, yeah. So
Yeah.
they don't degrade, but what is happening here is they are pretty shit. They're of a garbage quality, officially speaking. So while they are staunching the blood, and this technically counts as treatment, they're not great. Like, they're very quickly getting completely soaked in the blood that's come through here.
Let me ask you this. Is it better than nothing?
It's better than nothing, for sure.
Marginally.
It's
better than
definitely
nothing.
better than nothing. But
Not
you
much
might
more
need to
than nothing.
find something better.
Yeah.
Unless anybody else has something that could help, we should move.
Yeah, this is fine anyway. I mean, I'm used to seeing my blood outside my body. They kept drawing quite a bit of it.
You're also
Well,
like
this-
relatively sure that the US Army isn't just going to give up, and that you might want to just get out of there as quickly as you can.
Oh, we have our phones. So
Yeah, can I use my phone to try and like find the nearest town?
Yes, you can. Absolutely. So please roll your battery.
Okay. Ooh, 7.
Nice.
And now please roll again, because I was going to say with disadvantage because you're opening up maps.
Yeah, that's fine. 5.
5 still doesn't degrade. You're all good. So looking through maps, which you find an area that is kind of blurred out on Google Maps, and you can't really see a lot of the layout, but you know a direction, which helps. You need to head east. It looks like it's a long way to civilization, though. You are going to be walking for days and days and days.
Do we know which way east is?
Well, you have maps at the moment, so yes, but if
Okay.
you need to double check, it may cost rolling battery again. But for now, you know which direction, so you're starting off heading in the right direction.
Is there anything between us and the town? Is there somewhere we could stop off? Is there any
Like a farm.
settlements or a
something?
farm or a house or
There is a road that you will hit first. It looks relatively abandoned, but you can see and since we're in America, I will say gas station.
Okay.
to the gas
I feel
station?
bad for saying that. So that is closer. That is certainly closer. You can probably get there in 2 days.
2 days of a trek.
Jeez.
Is
they
Elton
don't
going to survive
build
that?
secret US bases right next to the road.
Rude,
Like,
honestly.
you could follow the road from the base to the main road if you want, but I'm assuming you want to avoid being seen.
Yeah, a little bit.
Yeah, I remember. I think some of the personnel at the base used to complain about having to get petrol in advance. Wait, sorry, gas in advance, because I'm American and I say gas instead of petrol.
Yeah, you say gas, yeah.
Awesome. Would your portals be able to take us to a town?
GM, would my portals be able to take us to a town?
What's your magic die size?
D6.
You can try it. It'd be very risky. And by very risky, I
Yeah.
mean the consequences will be severe, and I'll have you roll at disadvantage.
How about the
I could
gas
offset-
station?
I could offset that by letting the military know exactly where we were.
That does not seem wise.
No.
Certainly a way to find
Yeah.
civilization quickly.
Yeah, I mean, I've never really. I mean, if I could just teleport out of the base, I would have. And I'm kind of. And she gestures to the still bleeding wounds in her head.
You hear a howl in the distance.
I feel like maybe your first priority should be find somewhere to rest. Although, what time of day is it?
I forget what I said before, so I'm going to say now it's evening.
Okay.
I believe it was
Oh.
evening initially, yes.
Ah, fantastic. Nailed it.
Mechanical question, by the way, GM.
Mm-hmm.
I've still got 0 HP marked on my character sheet from when I took the wound last session. What should I have HP wise? Still 0 or?
Yeah, probably. Unless you've gained any. Yeah.
Okay. So I'm still able to move about with 0 HP. It's just the wound I have to worry about.
Yeah, and if you take any more damage,
Okay.
more wound rolls. You can always do some healing though.
Yeah. Could I try and heal by taking a swig of dubious liqueur?
Yeah, absolutely. I think that is one of your healing consumables, so you can. Also, Poe, was your tissues, was that a healing consumable?
Don't you tell me. I got them from the military complex. All I know is it's a box of tissues. There was
It's
nothing
from
else.
your character creation, right?
No, the box of tissues was taken from the base.
All right, okay, got you. No, not a healing consumable then. Okay,
Actually, I do have a
okay,
packed
that's fine.
lunch. I do have a packed lunch.
The packed lunch is a healing consumable, yeah.
It is, yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, you can swig from your bottle of liquor.
Okay, I think that's a Delta. No, wait, no, it's just marked as a D4, but I'd assume it was supposed to be a Delta 4, so.
Yeah, that'd be a delta. Anything that's consumable or sounds consumable is a delta.
Okay, that is a 3 on the dice.
You're on a dice, you gain 3 hit points.
Yep, and it's not consumed.
Mm-hmm.
Cool.
You take a single swig,
Okay.
but there's a couple more left, it feels like.
Okay, that feels a bit better. I also sort of dab some on the wound to sterilize it.
Yeah. It's awful, but it does work.
Okay, I don't think I'm going to be able to think clearly for a bit. Where are we going?
We're going east in theory, and Saps has given up with the fact that everyone still seems to be stood around vaguely trying to heal each other, and it's just starting off in the
I will
direction
follow, because I think we could find somewhere to
we need
rest for the
to
night.
not be
Hang out and
standing
also
anywhere
follows.
near the fucking military industrial complex.
Yes, I fear Brother Wolf
Yeah.
won't
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't
I've lost the
like
thread
whatever I'm hearing. I would rather we were not in the woods.
I suspect it's woods in all directions for many days, yeah. We should make our way.
Oh, there's mountains
Yeah.
as well. Don't worry.
Perfect.
Woods are
Okay.
occasionally great if you have a tent and a truck and copious amounts of drugs.
Well, you had one of
That
those
degrades.
things, right?
Lovely. You hear a howl in the distance?
Okay, we need to
coyotes.
move.
Yeah, could be a weird soldier. They do like making animal noises for some reason.
That degrades.
Anyway, we're moving.
We're going to
The howl is
box
getting
that away
closer.
for later, and we're going to fucking move.
Yes.
Yeah,
I assume we're walking and talking at this
Yeah, I
point.
assume we are
Yeah.
at this point. Like,
Yeah.
yeah.
Yep. Things that howl don't walk, so
Yeah, we're fine. Don't worry about it.
they're approaching.
Well, it's getting. I was gonna say it's getting dark.
While
I assume.
while we're traveling, at this point, Angavad is finally going to log onto their social medias, and it's probably been an amount of time since they've posted, so they're
Yeah.
gonna post.
Okay, you can post. Yeah, roll plus charisma.
Yeah, we're gonna. But I should. You know what? I forgot to get ready in all of my haste to do other things.
Dice.
Yes.
I do it all the time.
So
Actually,
that's a D6
It's
question
2d6 plus your
2d6.
charisma.
plus my charisma.
Hmm. Are you posting something specifically? Did you, for example... Oh no, that's only if you're live streaming. Never mind. Yeah, continue.
Lamau. Yeah, no, this is just basically an update, a quick rundown of like got kidnapped by shady shadow government people, and where the fuck am I? And fuck the police.
Okay, sounds good. Yeah, yeah.
So that's a 2
None of
and
your
a
friend group will
6.
find this out of the ordinary. They just assume you've been arrested for dealing
Bitch
drugs.
about it.
But you're
Yes.
going full conspiracy theory about it. That's great. Yeah, posting it on Facebook. Yeah.
Yeah. So do I add all of the numbers together?
Yes,
can't remember. It's
2d6
been a
plus
while.
charisma. Yeah.
Okay, so 2 and a 6 is an 8 plus 3 is 11.
Nice.
Okay, so you choose 3 of your options. Have you got the rules up? If not, I can read them to you.
I don't. Please
I'll
read them
read them
out.
to you
Sorry.
for now. Option 1, your hashtag brand increases by 1. Option 2, the US government can't figure out your current location. Option 3, the US government can't make you look like the bad guys in the news. Option 4, you gain a notable follower of your choosing. And option 5, you get a like from your crush. Choose 3.
Government does not know our location.
Smart.
Be a way to really quickly end the game.
I've got US General WT Hooker stats right here. I'm ready.
So yeah, they don't know where we are. +1 to my brand, and there was another one really early on that sounded good immediately.
They can't make you look like the bad guys in the news.
Yeah, fuck the police.
Or you gain a notable follower of your choosing. One or the other.
Oh, the notable. I don't even know what I would choose though. See, so I think I'll just go with the good guys.
Okay. Yeah. So you post and you get a lot of your friends are like, hell yeah. Should, you know, fight the man, fight the power, deal drugs. Glad to have you back. And then there's just like hashtag free spider being posted a lot. A lot of people don't quite realize you're free right now, but you know, they're posting it.
It could change at any moment, honestly.
Yeah.
So
Poe thinks this is a fantastic idea and is actually going to have a go at this too.
Okay, yeah. Roll plus
So-
charisma.
What Poe wants to do, just to be clear, is take a selfie with Carambola Jones if they're willing,
yeah.
since they're mates and all, and post that in the woods with the quote, "Let him not vow to walk in the dark who has not seen the nightfall."
Terrible. I hate it.
Yeah,
Great.
it's Lord of the Rings.
Roll battery
Elrond.
first, because if you're taking a photo, you have to roll battery
Yeah.
first.
Yeah, it's a Delta 8. And that is a 1, so that degrades to a 6.
Your phone battery goes down to 75%.
Where is my phone battery? There it is. So... Oh, actually, no, it doesn't. It goes down to 50% because it's a D6 at the moment.
Oh, so it's,
So I rolled a D8 and got a 1, so we'll just leave it.
yeah, so you go down to a D4.
So down to a D4. It's
That
okay,
thing
not
is
spare
very
battery.
near running out.
Yeah. Yeah. So anyway, that's the photo taken. So what do I have to roll for the post as well?
Yeah, roll
Probably
plus
for-
charisma. You don't have to worry about battery for the post.
Oh,
Okay.
I didn't roll my battery.
You didn't take a picture.
You didn't take a
Yeah,
picture,
I,
you're
ju-
good.
I took a
Oh,
picture.
right, I just did stuff. Okay, cool.
Grand. So what am I rolling again? 2d6 plus charisma, which is 0.
Yep, that's right.
Well, hey, this is going to be terrible. It's a 3 and a 5. That's all right. 8. I'll take it.
8, you get to choose 2 from the list of your hashtag brand increases by 1. The government can't find where you are. The government can't make you look like the bad guys in the news. You gain a notable follower of your choosing, or you get a like from your crush.
I will go with the first 2. They can't find us or paint us as the bad guys.
Okay, so yeah, you post very little changes about your situation. You get nothing from this. But because your post, first of all, the photo is really, really bad. Like you've blurred it, and you've got your thumb in the way of a lot of bits, so people cannot triangulate where you are. Your phone camera also, for some reason, is really grainy, and it looks like you've taken a photo of 2 Bigfoots. And
Nice.
you posted it with this quote. A wonderful poetic quote.
Yeah.
They're analyzing that for clues, not realizing it's just poetry. And
Just Lord of the Rings.
it's just, yeah, it's
It's just Lord of the Rings.
It's just Lord of the Rings, and they waste all their time doing that. But your brand does not increase because no one can understand what the fuck you've just posted. So
He does have charisma. I will say he does have a charisma of 0.
Yeah, they think
Totally
possibly
tracks.
you've just posted directly from your pocket, like that unsure.
Spot posted.
Yeah, but there we go.
Okay.
Great use of a degrading battery.
Yep.
Okay. Okay, GM.
Yep.
So while we're walking along and we're hearing this howling noise, can I basically try and open a portal somewhere away from us and look for it just to see if I can see what's causing the howling?
Sure. How much mana have you got left, or MP, or whatever I called it?
I've got 1 MP left.
1 MP left.
Would this be a spell?
It sounds like it.
Okay. Do I want to use my last MP on this? I think I better save my MP just in case.
Okay. I'm gonna roll to see if the wolf catches up to you.
It's
Not
just
yet.
a wolf.
Not yet. We're down to a D4, by the way. It's pretty close.
Oh jeez.
But not yet. So you're making you're walking through the woods. Do you want to try anything to go faster?
Can we start jogging?
You can absolutely start jogging. Would you like to roll anything which would give you a mechanical advantage? Remember, you will decide what you roll. You don't have to ask me. You just tell me what you're rolling, and I'll tell you how well it's going to work.
Okay, could I roll charisma just to get everyone, motivated to get moving?
As I say, you don't need to ask me. Just say you're doing it, and I'll tell you how likely it is to succeed.
Okay, I'm rolling charisma.
Hell yeah! All right, you're rolling charisma. Your position is pretty good, I think. Currently, things are looking generally good for the group. I think the effect's relatively moderate on this, so decent.
Okay, so this is 2d6 plus my modifier. Is that right?
That's right. Yeah.
Okay. Okay, that's 3, 4 for a 7 plus 2, 9.
A 9. Not bad. Not bad. So that's a success with a consequence. So you well, how do you do this? So you're using charisma. What sort of pep talk or encouragement are you giving people?
Okay, I think she's going to go the whole emotional blackmail route. Just like, okay, guys, I've just got out of, I've just escaped from this horrible facility. Please, let's get going so I don't have to go back there again.
Wonderful.
Incredible.
Okay. That obviously guilts everyone else into wanting to go a bit faster, and you're able to cover ground
But I hate running.
little bit better. Spider, you're hating this, but you also don't want to go back there, to be fair.
Yeah, and also
not many
making the
people you
sad
can
eyes
sell
at
drugs
you.
to in there. Yeah, one of them's got eyes the size of dinner plates right now. Like, just, like, come on, I don't want to go back. Don't put me back in the box. Yeah, and yeah, you're making pretty reasonable pace. As a consequence, though,
I'm not gonna lie, I was so close to using photographs of hopeful visions, which is Keanu Reeves Do It For Him collage as self-motivation. Fuck the rest of you.
As a consequence, I'm going to roll to see if that alerted the wolf.
Oh crap.
No. So you said it quiet enough that they weren't able to hear. And you're moving through, and the sun is fully set now. It is now dark. You're struggling to see where to go, but in the distance, you see on a hill a cabin, and there is a light at the window.
This might be our salvation.
Oh, hey, there's a cabin in the woods. This will go absolutely fine.
It can't be worse than the government facility.
I haven't been in a real house for so long. Let's go.
This might be a horror movie, but also I do not fucking care at this point. Let's go.
Yeah,
Bring
don't
on
worry. This is a
horrors.
horror movie. I'm the monster.
All right, you start to climb the hill, and that's when you hear a wolf howling behind you, and you turn and you see, just lit by the faintest light from this window the biggest wolf you have ever seen. And we have, on all fours, Jesse Wolf, Teen Wolf.
Oh no.
Okay, give him
I
a
have only one
roll
question.
of dice. Yeah.
Does Wolfman have nards?
Does he play basketball?
You better believe it.
So just to get clarity, is the wolf behind us or is the wolf in the house?
The
or
wolf
are
is
they both
behind
wolves?
you. It is
Okay.
what has been stalking you all this time.
Okay.
And it has seen that you've seen it. And it breaks
It
into
knows
a
that we
run.
know.
It is coming for you as fast as it can. What do you do?
Shotgun to the base.
Good shout.
Okay, so do I roll the item or the
For this, because you're using a weapon, you will roll an attribute of your choice.
Okay.
Usually dexterity. There it is.
Okay, could I
Accident
argue
turn
wisdom
music
to?
into-
Oh, I forgot I had the death zone. Yeah.
Can I argue wisdom just to notice the wolf in time to start shooting?
Go for it.
Yes. Okay.
You don't have to argue. As I say, this is like Blades in the Dark. You just say what you want to do.
Okay. That's a 6. So
That is
Yeah.
a 6. That's not good. But a 6 is a success with a consequence, so that's nice. Yeah.
okay.
So you spin around and you see this thing approaching you, and you are able to get a shot off before it lunges at you, but it is still lunging at you, and its speed is likely to carry it into you regardless. So it is going to get an automatic counter attack afterwards. Now, roll your damage.
Okay. So shotgun's a D6. Is that D6 for damage?
Mm-hmm. That's
Okay.
correct.
5.
5. Okay, wonderful. You do,
Is that just the result of the D6? I didn't add anything to it.
yeah, you don't add anything. Some general deals let you add like strength to melee attacks and stuff, but
Okay.
unless your deal says that, you don't add anything. Collides into you as the shot goes off. Doesn't appear to do any damage. At all.
Oh no.
So before everyone joined, I said there's a new mechanic I'll be introducing, and that is some enemies are entirely immune to damage, and you've got to figure out what kills them.
Who's got silver?
It may not be that either. Right. So there is. Yeah, it's a very big wolf. Very unusually large wolf, and it dives straight onto you, and it is going to immediately try and rend at you with its claws.
Oh dear.
Oh yes. Okay, 4 points of damage.
Down I go.
Do you have any armor? Remember to subtract that.
All right. Yeah. I've got a fur coat, so that's 2 armor. So
Is it?
I'm on 1 HP.
Yeah, it's a D4, isn't it? Yeah. Okay, so
Yeah,
you're on
it's a
1
D4,
HP. There is this giant slavering wolf directly on top of Autumn. The two of them have crashed into the ground. What is anyone else doing?
All right. Poe's just going to react and run over. Not going to bother with the poem because it's a wolf. It's not going to understand it. And
You didn't know that.
I don't.
don't
I
know
don't.
that?
But it's the heat of the moment. Poe's not going to waste breath and just like barge into it to knock it off. It's not even really an attack as much as it is just a slam into the side of it and knock it off.
That's great. What are you rolling?
Strength, or we could roll
Sounds-
Constitution. Yeah, strength sounds
As I
more-
say, you choose.
Yeah.
You tell me.
I'll go Constitution as it's like an endurance. No, strength makes more sense. Yeah, I'm rolling strength.
Okay.
Yeah.
Roll it.
Oh no!
What we got?
2 ones.
Oh no.
Oh, plus
no.
1 for 3.
For free. That is a failure with consequence, I'm afraid.
Oh,
You go
yeah.
barreling straight into Jesse the Teen Wolfman, and you sort of bounce off. It turns at you and it lunges at your throat.
Shit.
And because you've bounced, it's doing it with advantage.
Oh, wow.
Okay. All right. 7 points of damage.
Oh, that's rather unfortunate.
Don't forget armor.
Rather. Do I have armor?
I don't know.
Didn't I put? Hang on 1 second. Didn't I take armor off something? I'm just going through my stuff here. This AI assistant that Adobe insists on putting in everything is just getting in the fucking way.
Oh, yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
No. Nope, I don't. I'm gone. I'm down. God damn it. Again, I'm dead.
Well, you're not necessarily dead, remember. This is a
necessarily.
mortal blow. Give me a d6.
Yeah. Alright. Let me just delete that other d6, because fuck that one. That's a 4.
That's a 4. Okay, give me another d6.
It's a 6.
Okay. You maim your left leg. So yeah. Ouch. Okay. You lose a toe.
Wasn't using it anyway.
It's lunged
Oh,
at
no
your
more.
neck, and
Shit.
you fall back, and it's ripping at you, and you twist around and just try to kick it off, and it bites one of your toes off.
damn.
You are unable to succeed
Ooh.
at checks that require the use of the location until you receive medical attention. So you can't anything that uses your left leg until you get medical attention. You auto fail. If you do not receive medical attention within an hour, that location will be shattered.
Wow.
There you go. But you're not dead. You're just
Not dead, am I?
in a lot of pain. Ow.
Yeah.
Okay.
Who's next?
So this is real bad, right?
Oh yeah.
And Arid is like, once it's done with Poe, it's going to come after the rest of us. And if that thing comes after me or my sister, I'm going to have to shove this baton I have down its throat, but I'd rather not get that close to his teeth. What I really, really wish I had was a load of ketamine to pump it full of.
Naturally,
And I
we all wish
wish-
this.
I wish really, really hard. And I've got 2 MPs, so the wish can come true.
Okay, so you're wishing for just a shitload of ketamine.
Into the werewolf, yes.
Okay, yeah.
Not just
okay.
next to me.
Just not just there.
So you're,
The cat.
you're getting the big fast wolf speed.
Some
No,
Werewolf
this-
shuddering.
To be clear, ketamine is a tranquilizer.
It makes you sleepy.
Yeah, it makes you sleepy or
Okay.
kills even horses. Like it's. Okay. All right. Your magic die. What's the size of that thing?
D6, I believe.
D6.
'Cause
Okay.
I didn't increase it, so it's the lowest.
So we're gonna roll something. I don't think this is that risky because I don't think this is that big an ask. So I'm going to say that the consequences will not be that severe.
Okay.
But give me 2d6 plus intelligence, please.
2d6 plus absolutely nothing. 4 and a 3, making 7.
7, success with a consequence. Only just a success. Okay, the consequences aren't that bad. So you put your wish manifests in just a shitload of ketamine into this wolfman. The wolfman is, I think he's angry about that. He's a bit disoriented as well.
Mm-hmm.
He's going to make one final lunge at you before running off into the night.
Oh no.
Okay. What's your armor?
None.
Okay. How much health have you got?
Good question. I did get down at one point. We dealt with the wound, but I don't think I've recovered any HP.
Can I foolishly interject?
Not on this one because it's a consequence for magic.
Yeah, fair.
But it's okay. It lunges at you. It bites you in the arm really hard, draws blood, and then runs off as it feels more and more dizzy into the woods, and you are left alone.
We've all seen this movie.
It's all good. So you got a cabin with a light on.
Don't like this.
No.
Okay.
Poe's not doing well. You need to get medical
No.
attention
Yeah,
ASAP.
I'm gonna go and help Poe up, and so then we can all go to the cabin.
Yeah.
I'm gonna see. Can we see anything inside the cabin, or just it's like a window is it like lit through like a shade, or can we see in?
Oh, you can see in, yeah. Inside, it's empty. There is a lit fireplace. Looks relatively quaint, comfortable. It's very elderly sort of thing. We're looking at a lot of random gnomes and items in cupboards. We're looking at a lot of porcelain. We're looking at a lot of rugs. There's also a lot of hunting trophies on the wall, that sort of thing. A real hunter's lodge, sort of.
Yep. Autumn's just going to try the door.
The door is unlocked.
Yep. Okay, I'm going to open it and call in. Hello? Just a traveling juggler looking for a place to stay for the night. Hello? Anyone here?
No answer.
I think we're okay. Let's go.
I'm gonna go
Okay.
help hold Poe in. At this point, it's we're hitting what is it? Beg for forgiveness rather than asking for permission at this point.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Check the bathroom for medical supplies. Could all do with a bit of that.
Is there an indoor bathroom?
There is an
Might
outhouse.
just be a pit.
Oh, check. Yeah, go on. Poe can't help here.
So I do see. Well, this aside, I see that we can
pendulum.
spend a few moments to rest and heal and eat.
Yeah.
And my general deal with while we're in the wilderness, which I assume we are, anyone in the party who doesn't have food to recover hit points can still roll 1d4.
Ooh, yeah, I'm gonna have a sandwich actually.
Yeah. Can we check the kitchen to see if there's any food in there?
You can. What would you like to roll?
Could I say? I guess I'll roll intelligence. Just to look around, think. Okay, yep, that cupboard looks like it's got food in it. That sort of thing. Okay. Oh, also my head is wounded, so is that disadvantage?
Yes.
Okay. So that's roll 3 and pick away the highest.
That's right.
Okay, that leaves me with a 8.
With an 8, success with a consequence. You do find some food. You find that there is a fridge, so there is a little bit of electricity here. It seems to be running off of a generator. It is not turned on at the moment, although there is raw meat in it. It's just, steaks, just 3 or 4 steaks. You also find some vegetables in a cupboard off to one side. You find some potatoes. You can have a a Delta 4 potatoes and a Delta 6 steaks.
Is there something we can use to cook them? Sure is.
Yeah, there's a kitchen. Yep.
There was a fireplace, if nothing else.
Yeah.
Hey, can I try? I'd imagine she was sort of taught at least some basic life skills in custody. Can I try cooking him?
Yeah, sure. You don't need to roll anything to cook steaks. Like, it's okay.
Yeah, just heat the pan, drop the meat on there.
Yeah. Actually, just tell me what. Roll me 2d6 because I just for a fiction. There's not going to be any consequences. I just want to know how shit you fuck up these steaks. This being probably the first time you've ever cooked anything in your life.
That's a 4.
Oh, that's bad.
As a
Raw.
Leathery.
Hey,
can I attempt to make a slight fruit hint to them to make them a little more bearable without spending a magic point?
Fruity steak. Oh my
Yeah,
gosh.
absolutely. You can
It's a cantrip.
it's okay. It's okay if you want. There's I've had some ketchup.
Yeah. Yeah, you put ketchup on the steak, and I don't know who here is probably the most steak person. Is it Saf? Is it Poe? Is Poe the most steak person?
Probably.
I would say Safs is only a steak person when it's trying to when it's only in shit posts to crypto bros, and that's it.
Yeah, you keep buying steaks, posing with them, and taking photos for LinkedIn and getting rid of them because you're a vegan and you don't believe in animal cruelty. So you just bin them afterwards. So it's fine.
At this point, it's just I've basically done one photo of a steak, and I just keep reusing it in every other message about steaks.
That makes sense. Yeah. Okay.
Hashtag staff steak.
So,
Oh God.
oh, you are deeply offended by what you're seeing here.
What disrespect to the animals that gave their life so that we might have sustenance. It has been ruined.
Oh no,
Meanwhile, who's in the
I'm a
toilet?
bad person.
Someone was looking for stuff in the toilet. Who's doing that? Or the bathroom, sorry.
That's that's an important distinction.
No one's looking for drugs? Okay, all right.
Saf, come on.
What I will say.
Medical supplies, anybody?
I'm
We're only being out over here.
Hold on. Go for it, Enfys.
I had seen werewolf movies. Dog Soldiers is the best movie of all time.
It's a very good.
Weird considering it was from England. And knows that, I should have been bit by a werewolf. On a meta level, I didn't roll for any mortality die. So I'm going to use the anti-hexing cream.
Okay.
Along with other generic sort of first aid-y thoughts.
Okay.
Clean a wound out, hex it, use a strip of cloth, or if I can find bandages or something, just wrap it.
Roll your
hopefully the
anti-hexing
anti-hexing cream will...
Because that's a Delta item as well.
It is, yes. So that's just 1d6 and see what we get, right?
Mm-hmm.
I rolled a 4.
A 4. You gain 4 hit points.
Hooray!
Speaking of, I rolled a 4 for the steak. Does that mean everyone heals 4 hit points, or?
No, you do.
Okay.
It looks like it's plus whiz as well.
Sweet. Yeah. Add your whiz. Yeah, you've created a dog shit looking steak that no one else wants to eat.
It's okay.
Yeah, it's brought me back to nearly full HP, so how bad can it be?
But yeah, also these items they're always for you and you alone, or one other person. Obviously, the exception being Bola's ability, which lets everyone roll.
So everybody can roll at least a d4 if you don't have any food.
Well,
So should we go ahead and... we should probably address the medical situation first.
probably a good idea.
If we're going to do that.
Autumn doesn't look in good shape. You know, all the blood coming out of the head.
Yeah, this is my first ever steak, but I don't really see what's so good about them.
Of course not. You just... When we get through this, I will take you to a good steak house and we will show you what it truly can be.
So
In the
after
meantime,
great.
Autumn has done crimes to meat,
Dinner with my friends.
I'm going to utilize the potatoes to try and make either boiled or mashed potatoes, just something that's starchy and not whatever hell on earth that was that Autumn made.
Oh, that steak was somehow starchy, yeah.
No. I want carbohydrates, not leather.
Yeah, okay, yeah. You don't have to roll. You've cooked before. It's fine. You can make whatever you want with them. And yeah, you just roll the Delta die to see how many of them you got left after you've and how much HP you get back.
Was
The
it 6 or 4
potatoes
for the potatoes?
were a Delta 4.
Oh, that's a 3.
3 hit points, and it does not degrade.
Hooray!
Wonderful.
Okay.
Underground.
Poe's gonna have some sandwiches.
Lovely. So roll that as well.
Yeah, that's a 5.
Wonderful.
Lovely.
So, was anyone going to inspect the outhouse?
Yeah, I sent somebody to go and look for medical supplies. I can't walk, I do it myself. If you don't do it in the next hour, my leg is going to shatter, and then you'll just have to drag me the rest of the way. Do you really want to do that?
Yeah, Poe is missing a toe right now.
Alright, I will...
Can somebody go find my toe?
Originally forgot wasn't paying attention. I will go look.
The toe has been swallowed by the wolf.
Oh. I'm going to find that wolf and get my toe back.
Yeah, so I'd like to go check the outhouse and I guess roll wisdom to see if I can find anything that would help the situation in any way.
That sounds
Do you
good.
a ketamine-soaked toe back?
That is
It wouldn't hurt putting
5
it back
plus
on.
2 for a 7.
A 7 is a success with a consequence. So what you find is you find D6 assorted toiletries. So we're looking at toothpaste, shampoo, shower gel, that sort of thing.
That would be Delta 6, right?
Yeah, Delta 6. You also find Delta 4 painkillers, but basically almost empty.
Okay.
And you find $100.
Oh, nice.
Okay.
Hey,
Oh my
Who has
gosh.
$100 in the toilet? Anyway.
where is
Oh my gosh. Is that brand name toothpaste?
I found some painkillers, Poe, but that's the best I can do, I'm afraid.
Should probably go to Autumn, in fairness. Oh, the big hole in their head.
Yeah, she's back to 6 HP, so out of 8, so you probably need it more.
All right. I will. Thank you for the painkillers. D4. Let's see what we get out of that. That is a fucking 1. God damn, the dice hate me tonight. 6. And they're consumed, I guess.
Okay.
Does
Bola?
that count as medical attention for my leg?
Yes, it does. As
Oh,
you
thank God.
are on your way back from the outhouse, Lucky. How much armor are you wearing?
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Me or Poe?
You, Bola.
2. 2 protection.
2. So you got a D4, very good.
D4, yeah, yep.
You hear a loud crack, and What are you wearing a fur coat as well?
I'm wearing a fur coat, yes.
You're wearing a fur coat as well. Your fur coat is shredded by a single high caliber round. What do you do?
What? How far away is the outhouse from the cabin?
It's about 100 feet. It's not that far.
I'm thinking
Everyone
I
else has
dive for
heard
the
that,
cabin.
by the way. But I'm letting
I'm
Bola
thinking I
respond
dive for
first.
the cabin and try to get out of sight as soon as possible.
Okay.
Uh,
What would you like to roll?
I'll roll dexterity for that.
You roll dexterity? Okay.
Serpentine.
That'll be a 6 + 1 is 7.
7 is a success with a consequence. This one's not aiming for your armor, it's aiming for you.
Oh boy. And I no longer have armor, I gathered from what you said.
And you no longer have armor, yeah.
Okay.
3 points of damage.
Okay. I mean, not okay, but.
And the ground around you sort of splinters and explodes as you run for the cabin. And another high caliber round crashes into the ground around you. You make it in with a bloodied leg.
I think they may have found it. Or possibly the owner of the house has found it. And is not happy. Someone's not happy. And by that I mean they were shooting at me. And that,
Well, what were they doing out with wolves like that around?
Maybe they are.
Have you
No,
ever
that's
seen
so-
a movie?
I've seen movies.
Right, okay. I'm gonna turn out all the lights and bar the door. Put like a shelf in front of windows. Anything I can do to start barricading the place.
We're Resident Evil 4ing this.
Okay. 2 damage, Spider.
I will. Oh boy.
2 damage. Okay, that takes me back
As
to
you're
5.
going near one of the windows, it shatters, sending glass shards going past you and scratching you up.
Okay. Can I find some sort of white piece of fabric and just try and light to something and wave it out at the window?
honestly, not a bad idea.
Pillowcase?
Yeah, you
Yeah,
can do
this
that.
could
What
be
do you want to
okay.
roll?
Can we call this charisma? I mean, wait, I'll roll charisma.
Yeah.
Yep. Would this have a disadvantage for my head wound?
Or advantage for looking weak?
This
And
has
non-threatening.
advantage. This has
Oh, cool.
advantage.
Okay. 3d6 and remove the lowest. Woohoo! 13.
13. Okay. Excellent. Critical success. You step outside waving a white flag and you hear someone on a military grade tannoy shout, get down on the ground. And then lights light up and point straight at you. You can't see the source of the lights. It's kind of blinding.
Wait, she went outside?
Oh, well, they're pointing like at where the flag is. Like, What do you do, Autumn?
Okay, so can I see can I see the one targeting us?
No. You can see the bright light. You see the direction it's roughly in, but you can't see the exact location because the lights are kind of blinding you. It's like staring into like stadium lights and stuff like that.
Who are you and why are you shooting at us?
Who do you think? Get on the ground. 3, 2, 1.
Wait, you want me alive?
Crack.
If I know who
11
you are,
points
you
of
want me
damage.
alive. Okay, I'm dead.
Jesus Christ.
Are you
Is she
dead,
still
did
in-
you say? Are we
Is she still
rolling
in
a
the
mortal
building?
blow?
Yeah, I had 6 HP left and only 2 armor. I'm
Unfortunately,
down.
I'm rolling disadvantage while you're in the building, but they have got high enough caliber rounds that they can get you, and I rolled a 12 and an 11 that time.
Jesus.
Yeah. Okay. Give me 2d6, please. Separately, in this case.
Okay. 3, 5.
3, 5. Okay, your right arm is wounded. You're bleeding and require medical attention. Roll disadvantage on checks that use that location until you recover any amount of HP through sleep. If your wound is not addressed within a day, it is maimed.
Right arm, you say?
Yeah. Everyone, Autumn's just been shot.
Okay, quick question. How many exits out of this thing?
There is one front exit, one rear.
And are they only around the front that we can see?
Yes.
Okay.
Oh,
so
sorry,
no-
one additional thing. You did a critical success. Here's the other thing. So just as you're formulating this plan, Safs, what happens is you hear a howling and then a military-sounding voice going, "What the fuck is that?"
Oh, it's
And
Catboy.
then gunfire. And a lot of gunfire happening out the front.
Oh, goodness boy.
Well,
Did you
Well,
tame a werewolf with cat?
First hits free. The spider way.
helpful. Did a bit before I got shot, but there we go.
That did happen afterwards, critically. Yeah.
Okay.
Wait, which crit was that from? Sorry, my crit with the charisma check, or
Yeah.
okay. Guess I'm just that likable.
What's the plan? You going down the back?
We're gonna have to.
Yeah.
We are fucked if we stay here. We're probably fucked if we leave.
You've heard of
But
Cocaine
also-
Bear. Ketamine Wolf is out there.
Catwolf is at least distracting the other problem. Let's
Yeah.
fucking go.
I'm renaming what I had on this sheet to Catwolf.
well.
All in caps.
Yes.
I love
Oh, how
Catwolf.
bottom.
Can I take another swig of dubious liquor as I'm running?
Yes, you can. Go ahead and roll that.
Okay.
Okay, you're running off into the night. What are we rolling, people?
Constitution to just keep the endurance going.
Ourselves down the fucking
good.
hill.
Yeah.
Natural one. I guess that's the end of my dubious liquor.
Yeah, so the bottle is empty. You go to swig it and you get like a couple of drops and that's it. You do gain 1 hit
Yeah.
point there. But yeah, that's it.
I choke. I start
Hooray.
on the fumes.
Yeah.
Other question. What lunar phase are we in? Is it full moon? Do we have any moonlight?
It's full moon.
Gotta-
The moon
gotta
is
be full moon.
rising right now, and it's showing you some light. Yeah.
Cool.
It is still going to be difficult running through this area. Like it's.
But it's not going to be
not even.
completely.
You're not
Constitution
completely pitch
roll.
black. You may find
Oh,
it
that's
better
okay.
if you get your phone out and use the torch. I will say that.
Just
Not getting better.
FYI, roll the 12 on Constitution.
Critical success. Poe is fucking out of there. Poe is gone.
Autumn, by the way, I'm helping Autumn. Specifically,
you're
we said that
helping-
before the
okay,
roll.
so you've got Autumn over your shoulder. Poe and Autumn are gone. They're out of there.
Fireman lifts.
The rest of you are now pretty sure that Poe does actually have magic and just hadn't worked out how to use it until this critical moment. Because Poe is fucking gone.
Yeah.
Poe lost
clearly
the
the
toe
time.
and then ran like crazy.
Valid.
Oh, 9 other toes. It's fine.
Yeah. So the two of them are gone. What's Bola, Safs, and Spider doing?
Following them, but at an
Following.
angle where I can throw sandwich fixings in the hopes of laying a scent that can
Amazing. I love
lead
it.
something away.
Incredible.
All right, Spider, what are you
Genuinely wish
rolling
I
for
thought
that?
of it.
Honestly, you can roll the
That-
delta on the sandwich fixings if you want.
Yes, there we go. Perfect. That's kind of what I was hoping for. I should have just said that outright.
Yeah, you determine what you roll. I'm just offering
4.
suggestions. 4. Okay. 4. Not too bad. Not too bad. It's poor, but it will distract a little bit. Yeah. It has a minor impact, helping you along a little bit. Well done. So you're all racing along. I think that's enough for all of you to be racing along. You can hear gunfire in the distance and screaming and the sounds of throats being wrenched out.
Well, we can hurt it. Hopefully they can't hurt it.
It seems they can't yet.
While Poe's carrying me, can I start live streaming this?
Yes, you can. Roll battery at disadvantage, please.
Okay. So that's 2d8
Amazing.
at the lower. Okay, that's
keeping pace
eight
by
and a
counting in
2.
Gregorian.
Hold on now. What was the...
Sorry.
Yeah, sorry, that's an 8, and then it's sadly a 2.
2, so it degrades down to a d6, but you get to post with advantage because you're live streaming.
Cool. Right,
So that's roll plus brand. Oh no, sorry, that's call to action. Roll plus charisma, please.
Okay. And with advantage.
Yes. So 3d6.
Okay, that is 11.
11, great. You get to choose 3 of the list of your hashtag brand increases by 1. The government can't figure out your current location. The government can't make you look like the bad guy in the news. You gain a notable follower of your choosing, or you get a like from your crush.
Okay, so I'm pretty sure the government already know where we are right now.
Yeah.
You know what'd be really funny? If you could get a notable follower and it was Catwolf.
I mean,
Of your choice. Of your choice.
Yeah, Goggles, how are you so correct all the time?
you can have Catwolf as a notable follower, yeah.
Amazing.
If you want that, that's absolutely fine.
Dogs by the Catwolf.
Okay, and
Let's not call it dogs.
what the other? Okay, so that's Catwolf as a follower. I'll put that on my character sheet.
Catwolf is definitely following you all, yeah.
On social media.
Yeah, on social
Okay,
media.
and
In Minecraft.
I'll take us on brand, and the government can't make us look like the bad guys.
Okay, your hashtag brand increases by 1, and the government can't make you look like the bad guys despite the fact you were apparently filming you running away from a gunfight. Yeah, no, great. Well, there's a lot of screaming going on. Yeah, absolutely wonderful.
We don't have fight. We're not in the gunfight. We're just trying to
we
not
didn't start it.
Innocent bystanders. Innocent boy runners.
You
They're
have a
shooting me.
notable
Right,
follower.
shoot.
That is mechanically beneficial. Remember, if you ever issue a call to action, which is when you get your sims to do something for you.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Cuban by this point.
Yeah, so you're running into the forest in the middle of the night. You still haven't managed to get to a good night's sleep, unfortunately. But onwards you run as the fighting goes on behind you. It's starting to get cold. What are we gonna do?
We have to find somewhere warm. Where we can get some sleep.
Yeah, find something resembling some kind of shelter, and then we can huddle together until like dawn.
Somewhere hidden.
Yeah, there are websites where you can live stream that as well.
We're gonna bear grylls it. Make a lean-to with a hammock in it, because that's the sort of shit he gets up to.
What does someone want to roll? Or I can just keep rolling this Delta die.
I'm gonna roll strength to build a very small lean-to with some branches we find around the forest.
That's
Well,
my
that was
secret.
just
I
about
do
for
it
this.
every time there's indecision about what you want to do. That's why those things found you so fast. But yeah, that's great. Roll.
Hey, that's not the worst. That's 9 total.
A 9 total success with consequence. So you start, you start sort of basically building a rudimentary shelter. It's not the best shelter, but you're making it pretty quickly in the dark. So it could be a lot worse. It starts to rain.
Oh. Well, that'll hide your scent, hopefully.
Yeah, hopefully.
Anybody want to help out here?
Could I use my torch and look for more materials that are going to be more helpful for Poe to build this thing?
Sure. So first of all, roll battery on your...
Yeah, that'll be a D8. I need to get my D8 out. Where's my D8?
Oh, it's with disadvantage as well.
Disadvantage. So that's a 5.
A 5. Battery's still fine. You get your phone torch out and you start looking around for better resources. You may roll normally to find things, whatever roll you want to do.
Wisdom, I think, makes sense for this.
Yep. Okay.
Be focused. Look for something handy. So that's a total of 9.
A 9 is a success with consequences. You find some really good branches that will make some, you can essentially use a bit of twine or something like that to attach these all together. And these are sturdy, they're not rotted through, they are dry for now, although it is raining and it's, you've got limited time, but they are dry for now. Your consequence is that while you were looking, you yourself have gotten lost.
Incredible.
Then where's Jones gone?
I'm right here.
He's right there. Yeah.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Oh, you can the other one.
The other Jones.
Shit, where is she?
Junior.
I think she'll probably kill you for that one. Let me go. I'll go have a look for her.
Wait,
Okay.
I'll come with you. We probably shouldn't split off alone. Maybe we should have told her that.
That would have been
Maybe.
wise, yeah.
Oh well.
We shouldn't split off alone, they say, splitting into 2 groups of easily killable people. Okay.
Well, 3
Yeah.
technically, because
What are you
already.
Well, true, good point. Yeah. What are you rolling
Yeah.
to try to find Spider?
And also not yourselves get lost.
Okay, can I just get a stick and create a trail behind us so we can find our way back easily?
Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah. Sensible. Now, what are you rolling to try and find Spider?
Yeah.
Wisdom
leave this-
to make a reasonable guess. Ooh, that is 11.
And 11, that's a success. You find Spider. What you also find while you're out there is a hatch. It's made of very heavy duty looking iron, and it is embedded in the ground.
Huh?
Huh.
I'm gonna knock on it.
It sort of echoes a little bit as you knock.
Is there a padlock on it or anything like that?
There's one of those big, wheels that you turn to unlock it.
You know what? Fuck it. Needs must.
Yep.
I'm gonna try and open it.
I so wanted to be a submarine.
I'll help turn the wheel.
Okay, yeah, you open it up, and it is pitch black inside.
Alright, I'll need to use my phone. Will using the flashlight degrade the battery?
Potentially, yes. You will roll battery at disadvantage.
Okay. Bugger. 2. An 8.
Okay, so
Yeah,
your battery
great.
degrades, but you are able to see. You look in and you find an old bomb shelter.
Sick. Okay.
Okay, this looks pretty well hidden. Maybe we could stay here for the night.
I think that would be preferable. I mean, I trust that whatever we could throw together might work, but this is drier. And
It's a
might have
fucking bomb shelter. Yes, we're using it.
All right,
Meanwhile,
who wants to go
Poe
back
and
and find
Carambola.
Poe and
Yeah.
Carambola?
Before you get
Yeah,
back,
okay.
what are Poe and Bola doing?
I was working on the shelter.
Yeah,
Yep.
I'll
Yeah,
help
what's
in
Bola
whatever
doing?
way I can.
You're helping every way you can. Okay, you hear a howling.
That's not good.
A very familiar howling.
How far away is this howling?
Pretty distant right now. Yeah.
Oh, hey, it's my first social media friend.
I would like to text. I guess I presumably have Spider's number, if not anybody else's, and say,
Yeah.
"Where are you?" Which we probably should have tried before we went off to look for her. But you know, or like what's? I guess I don't know. I see there's a chat option in using your phone, which makes sense to me. I just didn't think of it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No. You just go.
Are you okay? It's probably better. Yeah.
Yeah. Are you okay? What do you send back?
Tell them about the trail I left. To erase it.
Found a bomb shelter. Autumn left a trail in the mud. Come to us.
And tell them to erase it. It's probably a good
Also,
idea.
you get an as you presumably start making your way towards us, you get another hurried message with lots of elbows. Smush it.
Okay, roll me charisma or something like that. Roll me something to get this across because we're now entering particularly nuanced discussion.
I'm pretty good at charisma though, so
Which
it
we're
should be
trying to
fine.
get across via the media of text message.
Use WhatsApp.
2d6 plus charisma, right?
That's right, yeah.
Flat 10.
Flat 10, that's a success. So you get exactly what you mean across. I mean, you're sisters. You're relatively good at communicating with each other. Now I take it back.
Mostly.
I've got 2 sisters. It's not possible.
Or a younger brother.
Yeah.
Nick, you once tried to get across to me what a shape was, and it took us like 10 minutes.
So surprisingly, despite all this, you succeed. And Bola, you're like, you get a message through that just says, you know, make sure you you don't leave the path behind when you're walking along. What would you like to do to obscure the path?
Let me check my inventory, see if I have anything useful.
We could just get some branches and drag it across
Yeah,
behind us,
drag the
maybe.
branches behind us. Yeah.
That sounds good.
Yeah.
What do you like to roll?
Dex.
Yeah, we can do this. I'm gonna have Bola roll whatever she wants. To be honest.
Yeah, I'll roll Dex.
Yeah. Okay.
That is an 8 plus 1 is 9.
A 9. Success with consequence. Okay, you obscure your path pretty well, I think. You know, the path left behind by Autumn is well obscured. It does slow you down though,
Makes sense.
and that howling is getting closer. That howling is degraded again. Okay,
Oh, fuck.
Damn it.
it's
You have the
really
worst eyesight.
close now.
We need to get a move on. Can I do a supporting action? I'll like drag them.
Yeah, absolutely. What would you like to roll?
Strength for a drag, I guess.
Okay.
Let's see how we get on. That's not amazing. That's a 7.
7 is a success with a consequence. I roll once more to see if the wolf gets to you. You are sped up.
gosh.
You hear a howling, and you can see Ket Wolf
Oh.
on the
Damn it.
horizon, bathed in moonlight, red eyes, blood red eyes, and you can see steam coming out of its snout as it looks at both of you. You are about 150 feet from the entrance. You can see someone, maybe Sapphire, Autumn. It's probably Spider, actually, because presumably you don't have signal down in the bunker. Probably Spider is out the front, like gesturing at you lot to come over there.
Fucking run.
So
Just
the thing
run.
about dogs is if you run, there is a chase response. That's guaranteed, and that is shared by wolves. So,
right, well, in that case, we won't run.
Maybe we don't run so fast.
I will just keep moving the same
you
speed.
just said you were running. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. We can't. No take backsies once I tell you that it's running after you. Absolutely not. What are you rolling?
Let's roll the old constant. Doesn't matter. I failed.
Oh no! How bad?
4.
4. Failure with consequence. You're running forward. You trip and fall into the mud, scrambling down on the ground. Bola, what are you rolling?
We're running. Dexterity.
I mean, Poe is. It's up to you. You can stand your ground if you want.
Well,
Ah.
so I guess it's already chasing us. So yeah, I'll run. Well,
Yeah, okay.
this is presumably before I see Poe fall over. That's 7 + 1 is 8.
That is an 8 success with consequence. So you are making it over there. You're making good speed. You see Poe hit the ground behind you. Your consequence is you actually make it a little bit before you notice Poe has fallen. So you're not immediately right next to Poe. So whatever you do might take a little bit of extra work. Ketamine is on its way. Oh,
Can I try throwing some steak?
can you try throwing some steak? I heard snake, and I was really confused.
Distract a wolf.
Make somewhere in there.
I've still got steak from the cabin. Can I try throwing that to distract Cat Wolf?
You can. What would you like to roll?
Charisma, definitely.
Okay. I mean, he's one of your notable followers.
Call to arms. Call to arms.
Charisma at disadvantage because you are fighting against a wolf's chase instinct, which is one of the more powerful predator-prey instincts that they have.
Okay, disadvantage. That cost me a natural 6, so that's a total of 8.
8 success with consequence. The wolf stops, turns, and is running for you now.
Okay. I would like to, because I've seen all this happen, right? Because I was out waiting for Paul and
Yeah,
Bola.
you've seen all this happen. Safs, you were able also, you've heard a lot of commotion. You're able to pop up as well if you want as well. So you'll get an action too, but we'll do Spider first.
Following my possibly batshit insane assumption that this is a werewolf, I'm going to step slightly behind the hatch, so just part of me is out of sight, and I'm going to shout out, "We found a weapons cache!" And then through my phone, I'm going to play audio of weapons fire of a similar caliber to what we heard earlier.
Okay. And what is your goal?
Be very scary. Big noise, scare
Intimidation.
monster.
Okay. Yeah, that makes sense. That makes sense. Okay. I like this. There's a lot going on here. First of all, let's roll battery.
Battery. 6.
6 is still up. Okay, good. Next, give me. Well, I'm presuming you want to roll charisma for this.
Yes,
by the sounds of
absolutely.
it. Yeah, give me charisma. I'm going to give you advantage.
Ooh, advantage. I'm going to have to roll
You
one of my
risked battery
6
with
points.
this, so yeah.
Okay, that's a 5 and a 4, and my third d6 is a 6, so 5 and a 4. A 9 plus 3 is 12.
You said advantage, not disadvantage, right?
Yeah, I said
Yeah, so you
advantage,
roll 3 and drop the lowest, is it? Or is it highest?
Yeah.
Drop lowest for
Oh,
advantage.
right, in that case, it's a 6 and a 5 then. So, maths 4 11 plus 3, 14. I can count.
14, that's a critical success. So you go to unleash this recording of gunfire and all of that. And as you're doing that and you start to hit play, you're like, well, that didn't stop it from attacking the ones that literally had guns. Why on earth would this help here? But luckily your finger slips and you accidentally cue up Baby Shark. And that most horrific sound ripples out and very high volume. And the wolf howls for a second and recoils back. This is going to give enough time for Poe to make another attempt to get into the hole, basically. But Saps, you're up first. Are you going to do? What would you like to do at this point? It is recoiling, but it is not beaten. It will turn around again. You have very limited time.
Ooh. Okay. Well, in a hopeful effort to make sure Poe isn't fucking rendered dead again. You know what?
Imagine Baby Shark being the last thing you hear.
God, I cannot have this. I cannot have this. No. So I want to use my lovely little mental manipulation powers to tell Wolf to fuck the fuck off.
Okay, we
go back where it came from.
Wonderful. Okay, so this will be spending an MP for sure.
Yes.
Roll me intelligence, please.
Can I make a reasonable argument for casting with charisma?
You absolutely can, because you are essentially telling it to fuck off. No, that's fine.
I'm telling it to fuck off.
I think intelligence is usually the default for spellcasting, but it makes more sense here with charisma.
For mental manipulation, I always figure charisma's a better one.
Exactly, yeah.
All right. Okay, that is regrettably 6.
Regret.
Failure with a consequence.
Yeah.
So,
Damn, this game is harsh.
you are not very well adjusted to these magical powers yet. They're brand new. And in moments of heightened panic, it seems they become a little bit more powerful.
Oh boy.
Spider and Autumn have started running out of the bunker.
Shit!
You have caused them and Poe and Carambola to stop and turn and run.
Fuck.
All right,
Did
everyone.
the wolf turn and run? What is the wolf doing?
The wolf is also confused and running, but you lot are pretty close together now, and it is faster than you, so you're now all in danger instead of it just being Poe. The unfortunate consequence of magic is that it has to be a lot worse than normal consequences. Just because
Maybe we should hear out the wolf. You know, maybe we're your friends.
Oh my God, Saps, have you convinced them all to argue in the marketplace of ideas?
I can neither confirm nor deny that maybe some of my money-making shit posting has leaked through.
Okay, like I think we can reason with him. Like, he's my longest follower. He's my most loyal and longest follower on social media.
Yeah.
Right, I mean, we got
For
some
something.
meat. He likes meat. Maybe we can feed it to convince him to eat that instead of us.
I could give it another 3 doses of drugs.
Yeah. So, we're back. What's everyone doing?
Okay. Can I just resolve this instantly and just try and portal us all into the bunker?
Yeah, are you using your last MP?
Yes.
You're trying to
I think
portal
this is-
everyone into the bunker. I'm not trying to trick you on the wording, just making sure I know the parameters here. Obviously not not Ketwolf. But
Obviously not Ketwolf.
Obviously not Ketwolf. You're portaling
My mate's
everyone else.
a loyal follower.
Yeah, Ketwolf gets to stay
And
outside.
myself.
Unless Ketwolf subscribes to like your private subscription
Yeah.
fee, Ketwolf doesn't come into the bunker. Only whales get to go in the bunker. So okay,
500 bits minimum.
500 bits minimum to get into the bunker. Yeah, absolutely. As awful as the fact that apparently you were creating some sort of content house. As awful as that idea is, yeah, okay. So you are trying to portal everyone in. That is quite a lot. That is quite a lot to be asking for. The consequences will be severe.
Right.
Roll good.
Okay, actually, maybe I should try something less strenuous. Can I try and scare Ketwolf
This
off?
is not the time to be a coward. I'm just warning you.
Okay. Actually, no. Actually, I think it might be worth trying to use the other side of my power to try and scare Ketwolf away.
Okay. No one else has heard of there being another side of your power yet, so they're probably a little confused.
Okay, so I'm going to look at Ketwolf. I'm going to pick up a random object, like maybe a large stick or a rock or something.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to slap my hand on it, and I'm just going to make it just covered it with acid and burned into a puddle.
Okay. Are you relying on the like higher conceptualization abilities of a werewolf at this point? To like
That's a very good point,
understand
actually.
to fret a hand,
Okay.
like the chemical properties that are happening right now?
That's a good point. Would you know this wolf is highly resistant to damage? Yeah, okay. Yeah.
The teleporter might be the way to go.
Yeah, okay, yeah. Sorry, original plan.
All
Back to the
right.
teleportation.
Original plan. You're like, I could do this, but wait, it won't understand the threat this possesses. Also, it appears to be
If it did,
entirely
it
immune
wouldn't
to
care.
damage. So, yeah, okay. All right, roll int on this one, I think.
Yeah.
Unless you've got a better candidate, but it's certainly not charisma, is it?
Alright, would I take disadvantage from my head wound?
I'm afraid you do. Yeah, I gotta be fair. This is definitely head work, isn't it? Like,
Yeah. This is my this is a last ditch effort because I'm at 1 HP, so if anything else happens, I'm basically down anyway. Okay, that cost me another natural 6, but that is a 5 plus a 3 plus my intelligence for a 9.
so close to a success without consequences. You need a
Yes.
10 for success without consequences. Okay. First of all, boom, 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 boom. All of you teleport into the bunker.
Ketwolf's in here with us, isn't he?
Don't give them ideas. Come on.
I mean, that's
I was
hardly
going
an
to have
idea.
you
It's obvious.
teleport to a parallel universe where none of your families love you, but you know what? Yeah, Ketwolf's in there now.
Fucking Christ.
None of my
Yeah, why
family
not?
what now? Sorry.
I was going to just parallel universe where none of your families love you or anything, but but no, instead Ketwolf's there.
I have a response.
Okay, what's your response?
I have seen over the course of our little adventure that Poe is strong as fuck. So I'm
This
going
is
to
true.
yell at Poe. I'm gonna shout loudly, "Get that cunting thing out of you!" Poe, with whatever Poe decides to do next, is going to be magically enhanced with adrenaline.
Wow. First of all, how does everyone else feel about this? Because for Americans, the word cunt is a lot worse than it is in the UK. So
Profanity is one of my
shocking,
crimes.
presumably, to everyone else, honestly. Apart from to Bola, who's probably heard this a lot.
It's just another day, yeah.
It's just another day, but oof, wow, language.
It's one of my crimes. What can I say?
Yeah. Okay. I think that's really good. Do you want to roll anything to potentially grant some benefit to Poe, or are you just sort of generally keying him up to wreck shit?
I mean, I'm adrenaline straight into him, so I'm assuming that would at the very least be an MP.
Oh, sorry. I thought you meant like riling him up, not literally filling his body with adrenaline like the Hulk serum. Okay, I understand. Of course, we're drugging Poe. Okay, yeah. This will be a rush. I think consequence is a relative. You know what? No, consequence. You overdose him, and he will. He will do really well, but he will then enter tachycardia.
Oh no! Well, I'm committed now.
Oh yeah.
Nice to ask for Poe's consent.
This is High Magic Lowlives, baby.
Yeah.
We're giving everyone adrenaline and ketamine over here.
I'm hooking you up. Wait, why are you complaining?
Because you rolled a 4.
I did roll a 4.
Yeah, that's why I'm complaining.
Wait, a magic die is just 1d6, right? I'm not rolling like...
No, you don't roll the magic die. You roll 2d6 plus int.
Oh,
the
right.
magic die is roughly power of it, and if you do like healing or something like that,
Right.
then
No, I understand. In which case, I misunderstood. That's a 4 plus a 4 plus...
Oh, that's better. Plus int usually, unless you want a different one. But usually spellcasting is int.
I mean, I am also trying to motivate him into being really effective, right? Could I argue charisma?
If you argue charisma, I'll have you do it at disadvantage because you are doing chemistry right now.
Ooh. I'll take it.
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay, so I need to roll
disadvantage.
3d6 and then take the lowest 2.
Okay, so that was 2 4s, and my third one is a natural 6. Fuck me. Okay,
well,
that's
that
a
just means it's
total
2
of 11. Yeah.
So that's great. Total of 11. And 11 is a success, no complications. Poe, you are hulking out right now. You are so full of energy. It is unbelievable. And you have Werewolf right there at the door. What are you going to do? What are you going to do, Poe? You're going to have advantage on whatever you do. Unless it's poetry. Anything that involves adrenaline.
7-8.
In this case, Poe is going to do his special move.
Hell yeah, it's time for it. It's time for it. Yes.
Time for it.
All right, what's your special move?
My special move is Stunning Prediction. Poe is going to take out his phone quickly, whip out the tarot app and choose a card. In this case, it is the 6 of Pentacles. And read out and talk the prediction as he stalks towards the wolf. Abundance is a two-way street, giving freedom will open the floodgates to new resources. And the werewolf doesn't know what's going on anyway. He's going to headbutt him right in the face. He's going to grab him by the fur in the collar and headbutt him right in the face.
Yep. Poe's stunning prediction is reads a tarot thing and then headbutts them. That's explicitly part of it. I was like, this is the exact move that I needed to read this morning when it came into my inbox. I was like, yes. All right, roll, please. You have the rules. You wrote them. You're a game designer now. I say as if you weren't before.
Yeah, so I'm rolling my 2d6 plus my strength.
Yep. At advantage, so it's 3d6 and take 2 highest.
Thank God, because that was a 1. A 5, so it's a 5 and whatever I roll this time, which is still a fucking 1. God damn it. 6 plus 1 is 7, so what do I get for a 7? I choose 2. I get to choose 2, it's fine.
Yeah.
Now, let's zoom in on the thing because the text is tiny. 1 second. Sorry, so I get to choose 2 of the following, which is actually not that bad. I don't expose myself to a counterattack. I don't roll a delta on the battery of my phone for having to do the tarot read. The prediction hits a nerve, stuns the target. Disadvantage on their next roll. I deal 1 martial die or I break their nose. The damage is superficial, but the blood goes everywhere. And I am going to do 1 martial die and a prediction hits the nerve. So I have to roll delta on my battery as well.
Okay.
And I'm exposed. Like, fuck that shit. I want to smash it.
You also get
Stop it.
counter-attacked, right?
I suppose I do, yeah. Fuck it.
Yeah, you do.
Fuck it. Let me roll my battery before I do this.
Yeah,
So
roll your battery while I roll the counter-attack.
yeah, make it
Alan
real-
is so
make it
pissed
bad.
right now.
Yeah, I mean, you got, yeah.
Get it out of here, I said. Headbutt.
Yeah, headbutt out the door. I rolled a 2, I lose my battery, I have no battery. That's
Oh,
okay.
shit, your phone is out of battery. That's worrying. You have
I
a spare,
have
though, don't you?
I have a spare, yeah, I have a
Yeah.
spare. It's fine. It's
You
fine.
found a spare, so...
God, I'm rolling like dog shit tonight. Like this fucking wolf.
All
Anyway,
right.
it's bleeding absolutely everywhere, all over itself. How embarrassing. And me, I guess.
Yeah, so you were going for the hitting a nerve and stunning the target, right?
Yeah.
So I'm going to roll disadvantage on this
roll.
immediate counterattack.
And I have to roll my damage, which is piss all.
Yes,
Oh, possibly
roll that.
0, because it's immune.
It's 0,
Fuck.
yeah, it is 0.
Yeah.
You take 6
4.
points of damage.
Fuck.
So you
Am I
headbutt
out?
it, and then it opens its
I'm-
mouth and lunges at you.
Oh, right. I'm out again.
No, you're not.
No?
No.
I only had 6 HP. How
And
am I
yet-
not out? What happened?
Okay, who's go next? So we've had Spider, we've had Poe.
So the wolf is still in here.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Maybe I'm crazy for thinking we could raise him with this wolf, but if I may borrow the stake from Autumn,
Yeah.
Yep.
I would like to take the stake and hold it out toward him and try to be as non-threatening as possible.
Are you fruiting this steak at all before you do it, or
You know
Put
what?
ketchup on it?
I will fruit it a little bit. Sure, why not?
Good, yes,
Because wolves are
okay.
well known for loving fruit.
You put some ketchup on the steak and hold it out. Okay. Yeah, wonderful. What are you rolling? It sounds charisma-y, but what are
It
you
sounds like
fancying?
charisma, yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know. That's a 5.
A 5 is a failure with consequences. You are also getting immediately lunged at. It lunges for you because you're holding food in front of it.
Right.
That is an 8.
That
You've
will
not
put me at
got any
0.
armor. That would put you at 0. You take no damage.
Okay.
Oh.
Oh, it's being non-lethal to us. Specifically.
Yeah, that's definitely
knocking us out.
what's going on.
That's definitely what's going on, isn't it? Yeah.
You said I take no damage, right? So I'm still at 8?
Yep.
Okay. And that was
you're-
presumably true for Poe as well.
Yeah, that was true for Poe as well. So Poe, you're still at 6. All right,
Yeah.
that's Bola's go. Catwolf is lunging past Bola. So the two crash to the ground, and it is lunging forwards towards Saphs. What are you going to do in response?
Well, in for a cent, in for a dollar. I'm gonna
Surrender.
just I'm gonna
Right throat.
scream at it to stop,
Okay.
and I'm using that is another cast. That is my last
Okay.
magic point,
All right.
and I'm gonna
Roll
cast
it,
charisma.
please.
Ooh, 4 and a 4 and a 2. That is a 10.
10 is a success
Nice.
with no complications.
Woohoo! Finally.
Catwolf stops and looks straight at you.
Okay.
You don't know how long you've got like this, but you didn't tell it to run away. You just told it to stop.
Yeah, I didn't. Well.
I mean, I think everyone's had a go. Wait, Autumn, have you had a go?
I did teleport us in here originally.
I think that might have been the start. So everyone gets to go again. I mean, Poe, if you want, you're still roided out. If you want to just lift the dog and take it out.
Just lift the dog and fling it out the door.
Because of Saf's magic being so successful there, I'm going to say you don't need to roll for this. You're roided out as well. This is the combination of 2 successful magic effects. You just pick the dog up, throw it out the hatch, presumably close it afterwards, and
yes, unlock it.
You are alone in a bomb shelter. Finally, you were able to explore it. It is dark in here, but you do find some old oil lamps that you're able to light, to put up a bit of light in here. And the rain outside gets really heavy. You can hear it sort of ricocheting off the door.
Okay, do the oil lamps have a delta attached to them or anything, or?
No, there's plenty of oil here to keep those oil lamps lit. If you take them out of here, they'll have a delta associated with them, but while they're in here, you've got enough that you don't have to worry about it.
Okay, we've gone from the quarry to amnesia.
It's just gonna fall against the wall and slide down to the floor as the adrenaline leaves him. And he's just gonna say, well, like a ghastly rapid river through the pale door, a hideous throng will shout forever and laugh, but smile no more, and pass out.
Yeah, fair. How's everyone else feeling?
Fucking knackered, but I'm gonna take my coat off and put it on Poe, so at least he's got some covering. Something to keep him warm.
That's nice, yeah.
I'm gonna look at Spider and
My one good deed
you
for
got
the day.
Yeah.
Is it a Letterman jacket?
No, it's a fur coat.
So many fur coats in this party.
Oh yeah. We are dressed for fur.
There was a specific event at the UPLIFT festival. It was a weird one.
I only ask because they're an ex-Harvard, that's all. Anyway.
Oh no.
I'm passed out.
Yeah, so Poe's passed out. Sorry, Bola, go for it.
I was gonna say, I mean, Spider and I have both been bitten with seemingly no consequence, and Spider was commenting on that being suspicious, shall we say, earlier. And so I would just kind of like to get a general inventory of how many of us have been bitten. I believe it's just Poe and Spider and I, but
I mean,
Yeah,
I got bitten and mauled several times, but not technically in like a it doesn't do any damage way. I just nearly got my throat torn out.
I think I was the only one who didn't.
Can I
Wait,
anti-hexing cream anybody that received I am now bleeding wound from
Yeah.
the wolf?
Nick, could you clarify
can,
when the
yeah.
wolf, when Ket Wolf knocked me over and went for my throat, did they actually bite me, or was it
No.
like my fur coat? Okay, yeah. Yeah, so unless, I guess unless we've explicitly would have been reduced to 0 HP, we didn't get bitten.
Anyone who took damage from the wolf has not been bitten by the wolf. Anyone who I went, it does no damage, you got bit.
So, Spider, why are you so worried about it? I mean, you're still up. It's just a flesh wound. It'll heal.
How? You're so sheltered. Fuck me, you need to watch the movies.
Well, she was in a government facility for however long, and while this conversation's going on, Saps is kind of looking around.
Yeah, I'm anti-hexing creaming everybody in the hopes it does something to prevent lycanthropy.
Yeah, roll
hex,
it for
perhaps?
each person you anti-hex. Obviously, they'll gain hit points as well, so it's always helpful. And
Well, and that's
Saps,
a
what would you like to
Delta
roll
6.
to have a look around?
Ooh.
Okay, so the first one, which would have been Cannonball, because I would have seen to her first, because lol, sister gets a 1.
Degrades.
Which
Okay.
immediately degrades to a D4.
Oh.
Hang on, I've got 4 D4s.
You just,
go on, Sam.
just that.
I'm gonna roll. I'll roll intelligence to, have a close look at things.
Sure.
Ball sack. That is a 6. Overall.
That is a 6. That is a failure with a consequence. You startle a rat that had been living in here for shelter, and it goes for you and it bites you.
I'm fucking.
4 points.
And I don't
of
have
damage.
armor on because I just put it on Poe.
4 points of
Poe,
damage.
you got a 4.
Ow.
Just savaged by this rat.
That's one vicious
shit.
rat.
Yeah, I'm Rob Max.
Ow.
But then it scurries off into a hole somewhere. You're not in a fresh combat situation with a rat. I'm not about to waste your time like that.
Hearing this, Autumn's gonna sort of rush over and see what's the matter, and also have a look around.
Okay, yeah, you can roll as well. Spider, you've just heard that Sapphire's been bit as well.
By a rat.
Yeah, but not-
It wasn't.
Not by the wolf.
It wasn't Ketwolf, so we don't have to worry about me getting a high and potentially werewolfed.
Okay. Yep. So I'm going to use wisdom to look around. Is that okay?
That's fine.
Okay.
Spider, are you anti-hexing Poe?
Yes, I rolled a 4.
Wonderful. Okay, 4 more hit
That's
points for
fine.
Poe. And that is a 5 on you. Oh, wow, failure with constant. That rat's back.
Oh, fucking Christ!
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, it lunges at you. It only does 1 point of damage.
Okay, that's going to be absorbed by my fur coat.
Absorbed by your fur coat. So it lunges at you. You spin around, and it sort of latches into the fur coat. And how do you feel about there being a rat embedded in your fur coat for a second, squeaking and trying to attack you?
Hey, a friend. Hey, Sam, I
That thing is
found a
not
friend.
That thing is a little shit.
Meanwhile, your phone pings, and despite you being in a bunker, you've just received a notification from Spacebook that you've gotten a like from Ketamine Wolf.
Yes. And just like. Yeah.
Meanwhile, Sapphire saying, the rat can't be your friend, and Ketamine Wolf gives you a little like on Facebook.
Okay, I would like
Apparently
to befriend this
I'm
rat,
wrong.
please.
You would like to befriend the rat? Okay,
I'll offer it some potatoes.
roll me charisma, please. I'm assuming you want to use charisma anyway. Sorry, I need to break the D&D habit here. Tell me what you want to roll.
Yeah, I am rolling charisma because that just makes sense. It's my best
Excellent.
stats anyway.
Excellent.
Do I get anything for offering it potatoes?
You can, if you roll your delta on your potatoes, you can have advantage on the roll.
Okay, cool. Okay, that saved me from a 1, and that is an 8.
Okay, 8. What was the delta on your potatoes?
Oh. That's a 1 on the potatoes, so I guess I fed it all my potatoes.
It eats all of your potatoes. You probably didn't have that many left, to be honest. Yeah,
That's a couple of
okay.
baby potatoes.
Yeah. So you got an 8, which is a success with a consequence. The rat lunges at you to bite you. Does 1 point of damage, which so again gets caught in the fur coat. The next time you post, you can gain the notable follower, the rat from the bunker.
Wow.
If you choose a notable follower, that one is available to you now.
I like the implication that the Ketwolf and the rat are notable in some way.
They are notable. They're very
They have
important.
pull.
That's how.
They have social media pull.
Yeah, they've got clout. Yeah. But still, no one's found anything in the bunker. Poe is out cold. Bola and Spider. Well, Spider, you've been anti-hexing everyone. Bola, what are you up to?
So you said we don't have signal down here?
You don't. Occasionally a notification comes through, but it's not enough to like look things up while you're down here. You can always open the door if you wish to do a check. You know, it's just while you
try to do a post and see if it goes through at some point. Or
sure, yeah.
Because I have a a video of the soldiers fighting us while we were unarmed, and I would like to kind of post that. Well, actually, that's a video. That's gonna be harder to post with that signal.
You can try to post it and see what happens.
Yeah, I'll try to post it. And something along the lines of, anti-military sentiment of, look at these soldiers firing on our poor innocent selves.
Sure. Roll charisma, please.
Hopefully this gets better than trying to befriend the wolf. It did. I got a 13.
Oh, damn.
13. Okay, you get to choose all 5.
5 of the list.
That's all of them. So your hashtag brand increases by 1. The government can't figure out your current location. The government can't make you look like the bad guys in the news. You gain a notable follower of your choosing. It cannot be the rat or Ketamine Wolf, probably. You get a like from your crush, who you will also have to define. That could be Ketamine Wolf if you want. Other options are Disco Jim, a drug dealer of ill repute. US General WT Hooker.
Oh no!
No, it's probably not. Probably not US General.
I think the wolf is a better chance than the general. I think the wolf was kind of cute, right? I mean, when he wasn't trying to cut our throats.
Knows how to party. Like, really did put down that ketamine like it was nobody's business.
Like, I'm sure not Sapphire, Spider would be proud.
Yeah.
I mean, you said
you could just develop a new person as well if you don't want Ketamine Wolf as your
I
crush.
kind of want Ketamine Wolf to be the follower and my crush. Is the problem?
I mean, you can.
Okay, that's what I'm gonna do.
Okay, add notable follower Ketamine Wolf and crush Ketamine Wolf. It was just something about those haunches. Okay. Yeah. It awoke something in Bola.
Is Bola secretly a furry?
Yeah, maybe at this point. We'll see how things go.
There's no hard feelings.
Yeah. Wonderful. So you're all in the bunker. Spider, I'm gonna let you roll something if you would like as well. After about an hour, you come to. You're feeling warm under a fur coat, and your wounds have been treated, and you're also able to move around. So we'll get one more check out of Spider, and then you're able to look around as well.
Ooh. And the entire bunker's been like fully explored, right? We know what's in here, and there's just not a lot.
It's been fully explored. They found one rat twice.
Yeah, we explored.
Honestly, both of them independently went in the same room and disturbed the same sack. The rest of the bunker has not been explored yet.
Right, okay, in which case, is gonna swear profusely again about having to do everything her damn self.
I really want you to fail this check.
Rat 3.
And is just gonna, that's just wisdom it up. Let's go.
Exactly like a giant potato.
Yeah. I explicitly avoid the room they went in.
That doesn't mean you will end up there anyway.
I know. Okay, well, good news. I did not end up in there anyway because I rolled 2 6s.
Nice.
Plus 1 for a total of 13.
Wow, that was like my post.
Success. Okay. Here's what you find. You find 2d10 hunting rifles.
Oh, hello.
a Delta 8 box of hunting rifle ammo. You find camo. You find like a Kevlar vest. So you find a D8 Kevlar vest. That's armor. You find camo fatigues. They are D6. But you can use those, for example, to hide and that sort of thing.
Yeah.
You find Delta 12 cans of beans. So much beans in here. An amazing amount of beans. That's obviously a consumable eating item.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that might be it. Yeah, that's it on that. But yeah, very successful hunt through here. There's so much beans and they're all in date. It's perfect.
Amazing. Okay, so I'm immediately just going to wear the Kevlar vest.
Yeah.
I have it as in the previous section at least showing a propensity for getting really up close and personal and fighting things. So having any kind of armor is great. Yeah.
Question about armor: isn't it capped by your martial die?
It is. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, so I'll leave the D8 there, but the protection is only 3 because my martial die is a D6.
Yeah. I mean, I'll take one of the fatigues if no one else wants it.
One set of fatigues, and it's a D6.
Yeah. I mean, that's better than what I've got.
Yeah.
Did you still have a fur coat? If you're going to take that, can I have your fur coat? Because mine got shot to pieces.
The fatigues were not an armor. They were an item for hiding, if I remember rightly.
Okay, so wait. So the fatigues don't provide armor; they just let you hide better.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. They're not Kevlar or anything. They are just cloth. But
okay, are they mutually exclusive of armor?
No, you can wear a fur coat over it. That's fine. Or any other kind of armor.
Or under it, probably.
Or under it, depending on which way you're doing it.
Yeah.
It's almost like a like a boiler coat or something like that. You can have it underneath or over. Jumpsuit, that sort of vibe.
Yeah, I think Autumn's probably got like Rip's jeans on because like she was just issued like prison jeans or something and she tore them. So, I'm gonna say she's probably gonna wear those over the camo. So it's a strong look.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Like she's probably gonna rip them more to create sort of like booty shorts.
You also find one more thing because that was a critical success. You find a Delta 6 bottle of extremely spicy hot sauce.
Oh, amazing.
This is a weapon, but it is a consumable weapon. Delta 6. You look at the bottle and it says on it, Mad Dog 357 Silver Bullet Edition. Which, by the way, is a real hot sauce.
For the werewolf.
Okay. Mad Dog 3, that's a 5, not a 6, 5-7 Silver Bullet Edition Spicy Hot Sauce.
Yeah.
Don't tell me we're going to kill the wolf.
And that's a Delta 4.
Cute.
Say goodbye to your day friend, joy friend.
So you only have a limited number of uses on it.
Mm-hmm.
So would this be applied to a weapon to enhance the weapon, or is this like a weapon itself?
It is a weapon itself. It's a consumable weapon on its own. I mean, well, it depends how you want to use it. If you want to like smear it on the edge of a machete or something, you could do that for sure. But at default, you can use it as a weapon on its own. It's almost like you just sort of spray it. Shouldn't have done that hand gesture at the camera. That's not going to go well.
Couple of fastest camel
No.
fatigues have been doled out. I'm gonna take one of the hunting rifles if that's quite all right with everyone.
Yeah, it's fine, I'm
Hunter
pretty
rifle
shotty.
is martial dive driven, so I've got a martial dive D8, so I might take the other one. Unless somebody else has a D8 or higher.
I've only got
It's a
D6.
D10.
Yeah, I'm only
Yeah, it's a
decent.
D10, but you can only do your martial die.
Yeah, I know.
using
I know.
it. Oh, yeah,
I'm just
that's
letting you know
what I'm
what the D is.
Oh, yeah. But yeah, unless somebody else wanted who has a high martial die, like I'm just saying, it's probably best used by me.
Yeah.
In that case.
Yeah, I got no argument there.
Cool.
Reminder that box of hunting rifle ammo is a single box. If you're both using the hunting rifles, you will both be drawing from the same box, rolling the same degrading die to see if you've got any left.
Yep, that's a Delta 8.
Yeah, Delta 8, so you know, it'll last a few shots, but
Not the way I roll.
I'll add that to my belt, replacing the frying. No, I'll replace the scissors. There we go.
You're also all able to finally rest. Actually get a good night's sleep. Recover your MP. And, you know, treat your wounds as well.
Yes.
You're all sleeping. Importantly, those of you with wounds that can only be healed by recovering HP by sleeping, you know, those will go away, which is nice.
Yeah. Thank God.
We get MP back.
Is there any way to charge our phones?
There
Oh, wait.
is
No,
no
it is.
electricity in here. But it is worth knowing that Poe has a spare battery.
Yeah, I mean, Poe's just going to put that in their phone since Poe's battery ran out.
That's
Looks
totally
like
fair.
For recovering HP, we get 1 hit die plus con plus whiz.
Yeah.
Ooh. Okay. I
Okay,
dropped
so
it.
Assuming we sleep without armor, which
Yeah.
So,
I mean, that rat is still there. You never know.
no.
I have deleted my
Fully
disposable
recover.
battery.
Right, that takes
I
me up
rolled
to
an
max
8.
HP.
Wait, so was it hit die plus what?
plus Constitution and Wisdom.
Yeah, that's right.
Okay.
Plus con and whiz.
Okay.
Worth
What was
noting
the-
that if your injury does not say it goes away when you heal through sleep, that is not gone. You've still got that.
Oh, what was the story with my leg? I got medical attention for that. So,
Yeah, so
That's all I needed.
it's not going to be shattered, but it's still
no.
maimed.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Is there any way to reduce that?
So how do I heal that? I'm just
So what's happened now is you have received medical attention, so you
Yeah.
are now able to succeed on checks. It
Right.
just means that you've permanently lost a toe.
oh, okay.
Ultimately, that one's not too bad. If it's shattered, it's much more of a problem.
My balance isn't as good as it once was.
Yeah, but you're not going to lose out mechanically on that one. If it was any worse, you'd have a real problem.
I mean, I've had worse.
Yeah. What were you going to say, Brie?
I've actually forgotten now.
Fair
Oh,
enough.
sorry.
Oh wait, no. I was going to say, Awesome is now against all odds completely fine from that head wound and her arm wound.
Yeah, you're all good. No problem at all. No problem at all. Hankering for red meat.
Oh,
It's probably all that steak talk yesterday.
Wait, Awesome is?
Yeah. It's weird, that, isn't it?
Wait, I didn't get bitten by the wolf. We confirmed this.
Yeah. Maybe he's just hungry.
Yeah. Wait, it was the steak.
Oh, fuck's sake.
Maybe if you
Knocker.
cooked it properly.
Well, if anything, She scorched it. It should have been less effective.
I'm
I've
kidding.
heard
I'm
of
kidding.
eating
You're just
werewolf
hungry.
meat, but
You've
this is
woken up in the morning and you're hungry. That's all that has happened.
Oh, cool. In that case, can I try? Can I have a do-over on trying to cook the steak?
Are you going to make more steaks today? Yeah, go for it.
Yes.
Give me another roll. Let's see how well this steak goes. Yeah.
What do you?
Okay. Okay.
have some
So
beans.
cooking steak, wisdom.
Whatever you want to roll, it's your choice.
Okay. Actually, no. Like cooking's an art. It's a conversation. Can I say? Can I go? I'm going to go with charisma.
At disadvantage, sure.
Okay. Yeah. I'll stop being ridiculous and go for wisdom.
I mean, if you were posting about it, like if you were live streaming you cooking food, then that's charisma, because you don't actually have to eat it afterwards. But
Yeah, but would you actually want to eat it?
yeah,
Okay. So wisdom isn't at disadvantage, right?
no.
Okay. Oh, that's not great. A 5.
It's one better than last time. It's real leathery. It's both simultaneously blue in the middle and leathery on the outside. You've accidentally set the heat way too low and you're cooking it at like 60 degrees. And
Okay. Yeah.
it's not going well at all.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
More of a pineapple glaze on this one than ketchup.
You gotta put a pineapple glaze on it. Very nice. Very nice. What's your magic die size, Bola?
D6.
D6, I think that's good enough to do a pineapple glaze. D4 would be ketchup only, but D6, that's that's good. We're unlocking additional recipes as you level up.
Excellent.
Good news is that's 4 in the dice, so I still have the steak.
You still have the steak, okay.
This is a lot of steak.
You got a lot of raw meat in that cabin. It's great. You still have you still have steak. You heal another 4 hit points, and the rest of you can start
Maxed out.
planning what you want to do next. But we are stopping here, as you have so far beaten Jesse Ketwolf, the Ketamine Wolf.
Bottom's loyalist and
That's
longest
cute. That's
follower.
all I'm saying.
I think he's a pretty chill guy.
He looks
You
like
get
a soft nerd.
You get a ping as you get a private message from the Ketwolf.
Jesus.
What's his name?
Me.
It's a picture.
What's it a picture of?
So you know those rocket ice lollies?
Oh, Nick.
Oh no. No.
Yes.
No.
Mitch.
Anyway, we're ending there. That has been UPLIFT High Magic
Jesus
Lowlives.
Oh my god.
Well done, everyone. You survived. I'm impressed. I threw some heavy things at you this time around.
I saved
just
the
like last
psychic
time.
damage for last.
And I saved the psychic damage for last.
Yeah.
Thank
This is
you,
supposed to be an
everyone, for
escapist
playing.
fantasy, not
has
social
been-
media proper.
I every moment I have to give you the worst case scenario for humanity, because you're all trash, but so is everyone else. This really is the Florida of tabletop RPGs. So before we go, what's everyone up to next week? Let's hear from your schedules and where people can find you, and then we'll end. I forgot to ask anyone to start. That's my bad. I was just like, that's everything I gotta say. Let's start with Gold.
Are you calling on me?
Yeah,
Am I being
you're
demanded?
on the
Okay.
top left on my image thing.
The tragedy of having a digit as the first part of my username. All I have planned that's coming up, there isn't anything I'm on with Nick, which is like my next 2 Fridays and a Thursday.
Yeah.
Is Morlun Acid on Sunday, and I feel like I'm about 2 or 3 streams off the end of that game. Maybe more if I start trying to 100% the thing, and I'm enjoying that game way too much. It's
Wonderful.
It's such a good dungeon crawler.
All right, what about you, Enfys?
I think tomorrow I'm playing Baldur's Gate 3 with Bree. I forget we're at the Goblin encampment.
Sunday.
I remember.
That'll be Sunday, not tomorrow.
Today's Friday. Ignore that I said tomorrow. Tomorrow I may or may not be doing
Friday
something
today.
I don't know. No.
Yeah.
What is time? Not linear, that's for sure.
Beyond that, I don't know off the top of my head.
Fair enough. How about you, Al?
I'm a stream on Monday, actually. There you go.
Ooh,
Come
very
watch me
nice.
stream on Monday. I don't know what I'm streaming, but it'll be something.
Fair enough. How about you, Brie? You
Okay.
can ignore
well,
things
as
I'm running.
Yeah. As Enfys said, I'll be streaming with them on Sunday, some Baldur's Gate 3. We're going to fight some goblins in
Nice.
true adventurer fashion. Monday I basically finished cassette beast on Wednesday, so Monday I'll be starting something new entirely. I've got a poll up to decide that. At the moment, Chrono Trigger's the top voted option, but an indie game called Luna and the Netco Industrialist is the second most popular option.
Awesome.
So, and it was,
Nice.
yeah. But yeah.
And how about Kara?
Yeah, I've got my usual Friday night Link to the Past randomizer race at about 5.5 hours, when you all will probably be asleep, but just in case. And mostly just Friday nights is when I stream, when I'm not on a Nick thing, so...
Awesome. Well, thank you all. I'm going to quickly do all the deafen and muting things so I can say goodnight. But one last time from all of you low lives, say goodnight, everyone.
Good night, everyone.
Good night, everyone.
Have a lovely weekend.
We love you.
All right. Thank you all for watching. I love this game. Like, this has been High Magic Lowlives. You can get it from Gem Room Games on itch.io. I think it's a fantastic RPG. Obviously, we've changed it a little bit because the setting is normally wizards, but we're having real good fun with this one. I think the rules are fantastic. Definitely take a look at it. A huge thank you to everyone who's been watching and commenting along. I've been reading all of your chat as I've been doing this. It's put a big smile on my face. I'll be back next week for things and such. I'm doing some Elden Ring with Pixel on Thursday, and on Friday we're doing some more Dial Town, so that's going to be absolutely fantastic. I think we're getting near the end of that. Another huge thank you to every single person who supports this stream and all the ones like it. You can get your name on the list that's appearing on the left here by going to ko-fi.com/HisCursedness and supporting at any of the membership tiers there. So a huge thank you to Icky Food, to Super Talia DX, to Willow, to ALWyvern, to Ben Newman, to Bringing the Revolution, to Catbat, to Neoget, to 8-Bit Goggles, to Aeon, to Born Typing, to Craig Perko, to Crimson Hail, to Enfys Pranc, to Max Magana, to Summer B, and to Terran Jokes. I'll be back very, very soon with more fun and more silliness. Do check out, of course, the fundraiser we're doing at the moment for Not a Phase, which supports trans plus adults in the UK. We are currently ahead of our goal. So if we hit £1,000, there'll be a special stream at the end of the month. It's going to be crazy. I don't know what it is yet. We've had some suggestions, but if you think of anything, do let me know. At the moment, we're thinking maybe a horror game with heart rate monitor attached, which is always good fun. But yeah, your support means a ton. So do keep that money coming in. Obviously, that goes straight to the charity and via the PayPal Just Giving fund. So do that, and I will be donating my own Twitch revenue for the month. So that's everything from me. This is just going to play out for another minute or two. Have a wonderful evening and a wonderful weekend. Good night.